Wear Testers.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Stan from WearTesters.com, formerly known as NY Jumpman23, but transition of a name. We're here to finally give you a performance review of the Under Armour Charged Controller. Let's get it. First up is the traction. The traction on the UA Charged Controller is a multi-directional herringbone pattern, also utilizes a diamond grid paddling along the forefoot. On clean courts, you'll be fine. On dirty courts, not so much. Find myself wiping a lot more often due to the diamond grid segmented pattern. The paneling along the rubber is much more closed in together, forcing it to pick up dust a lot more often. So I find myself wiping a lot more often, transitioning from offense or defense and whatnot. And it kind of really doesn't do me any justice, because especially if I'm trying to run back on defense or, you know, initiate the offense or block back down low, my teammates are waiting for me to wipe my shoes and run back down court, therefore utilizing much more energy than I necessarily need to. On clean courts, you'll be perfectly fine. The soft, pliable rubber compound is really nice. It's something, the pattern is what you've seen on the Clutch Fit Drive 3 and the Clutch Fit Drive 3 Low. So it's not something that's, you know, not seen before. Under Armour likes to utilize the same traction grip pattern, the rubber compound it's utilized in its previous models. Just, I guess from a financial standpoint, or something that even actually works. The herringbone pattern works really well. If you play outdoors, you should be fine. If you play on dusty courts, you're going to find yourself wiping a lot more often. So there's definite room for improvement. Next up is the cushion setup. The cushion setup of the Under Armour UA Charged Controller is that it utilizes a full-length Micro G midsole with a charged heel crash pad on the heel. Particularly, I don't know whether or not I would say it's my liking, but for a big man, I prefer a little bit more bounce, a little bit more cushioning, something like you see from maybe Adidas Bounce, or Double Stack Zoom Air, or Articulated Zoom, and or Boost. This one, for those, it would mainly probably work particularly well for guards, or for those who want utmost responsiveness on court. The forefoot's a little bit firm for my liking. However, the heel, because of the full-length Micro G midsole along with the heel charged foam on the heel, the responsiveness on haptic feedback on the heel is something I do like. However, I wish there was more, you know, feedback and responsive cushioning all along the whole foot and all along the whole footbed of the shoe itself. Full-length Micro G charged heel. Can't really complain. For $99 for the tech that they have in this for cushioning is really surprised. So good job on Under Armour for that. However, for big men, hopefully you give us a little bit more cushioning. Next up is the materials. I can't even begin to say that this is a full knit shoe for $99.99. It's unbelievable. The materials utilized in this shoe. The highly fused toe rand is something I wasn't a huge fan of, only for the fact that once you hit stop and go and your toe jams into the front of the shoe, it's really rough. You can hear that knocking noise. So that's probably one minor exception. You also have minor fuse overlays on the high wear area along the forefoot, and also the lacing setup. Full knitted upper, solid rubber traction compound on the outsole, full length Micro G midsole, and a heel charged foam. All that, and a external rubber plastic heel counter. Man, for $100 you get all this. On to the fit. Under Armour, thank you, big shout out to you guys, sent me a size 13, which is my natural size. I, however, do have a slightly wide foot base, so for those who have Shrek feet, you might want to try these on in store. However, for me, myself, the size 13, slightly wide foot, this, because of the knit material and the way this wraps around, contours around your foot with the knitted upper, I didn't have to go half a size up or a size up, even for that matter. So going true to size is really something I do recommend. Or if you really want a really snug fit, I would go down possibly half a size for those who have narrow feet. For those who wear like sleeved ankle braces, this is something I would recommend trying on in store. However, I didn't have an issue whatsoever. So I used the Mike David level 1 ankle brace. However, I did try the Adidas Speed Form Wrap, the same thing that Derrick Rose utilizes. And it was a little tight on my end in regards of fitting into the foot, into the shoe with that type of, you know, ankle brace setup. However, you know, with me just wearing without an ankle brace going on with it, or even using an ankle brace sleeve, the fit was a 1-to-1 segment for my feet. So this is one of the better fitting shoes I've ever tried on for Under Armour. So. The support, well, it's a low top sneaker. What support do you really expect from a low top sneaker? Other than the plastic heel counter, the dynamic lacing system, and the knitted upper, and the fused toe rand, there's not much other support that you do have, other than also the full length micro G midsole and the charged heel setup on the cushioning. So support is, I'm not saying it's lacking, but it's not really much there because of it is a knitted shoe. And for $100, and for what they've put into this in regards of creating a full knitted shoe for that price, it's not really much to complain on. I wish there was a little bit more support. I wish the toe rand was a little bit modified so it eases in on stop and go when my toe hits the front. The lockdown was pretty decent. So along with that, that's not much you can complain about on the UA Charged Controller. Overall, do I like the UA Charged Controller? I actually do. I enjoyed playing in this a lot. However, with the exception of having to find myself running down court, wiping the bottom of my shoe like I'm in the middle of a play. But it's everything you want and everything you don't need. It's a simple shoe. It almost feels like a Kobe 8. Seriously. External heel counter, the cushioning, I wish they had a little bit more cushioning, and it's forgiving for a person like myself, a big man who plays inside-outside game, from being a point forward down low on the block, battling for rebounds, and especially upon impact with the amount of pressure I do put on my forefoot. I wish the micro G midsole cushion setup was a little bit more responsive. However, it is a little bit more firm. So for those who enjoy court feel, like cutting a lot, this shoe would probably be perfectly for you, especially particular for guards. However, if you're a big man, like to bang down low, like knitted uppers and stuff like that, but need that cushioning, it's something you might want to look elsewhere. However, for $100, there's not much you can really complain about. Under Armour really kind of stuck to their guns with keeping something simplified and putting as much tech as possible given the price range that they aligned with this shoe with. So the shoe overall is a good setup. I do hope that I get to try on more Under Armour gear later on down the road with their, with 2017, there's going to be, hopefully they take a little bit more risks, in my opinion. Well, ladies and gents, that's it from me, Stan from WearTesters.com. Hopefully you enjoyed the performance review of the Under Armour Charged Controller. If you have any questions or any comments, leave it down in the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your peers, share it with your friends, share it with your coaches, share it with your team, and share it with other sneakerheads. Other than that, if you have any questions, you can hit me up on Instagram and or Twitter at TSCStanley23. So I'll make sure I'll leave that, link to my social media accounts, and you can hit me up with questions there. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy the performance review. Make sure for all your sneaker related news and performance review, hit up WearTesters.com. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. This is me signing out. Until the next one. Peace.